TV News. I'm Nduma Nderi, and these are the stories making headlines. The Employment and Labour Relations Court has stopped the Teacher Service Commission from hiring over 70,000 relief teachers. High Court Judge Nduma Nderi gave the orders restraining TSC from carrying out the recruitment of relief teachers as advertised on Thursday until a case filed by Trade Unions Congress of Kenya is determined. The union accused the TSC of acting in contempt of court by seeking to recruit replacement for the striking teachers with whom they are directed to hold negotiations. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has resubmitted its recommendation for the prosecution of suspended Labour Cabinet Secretary Kazungu Kambi. They want him prosecuted for the alleged irregular appointment of Andrew Gachumba Mwigai and Wesaka Jepkamboe as members of the National Social Security Fund Board. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Kiriako Tobiko, who had sent the file on Kambi back to the EACC for further investigations, says the resubmitted file shall be independently re-evaluated and a decision made based on the evidence. Mugo Warimo has been charged with over 12 counts, including rape and operating a clinic without a license. He was also charged with masquerading as a gynecologist with full knowledge that he was not qualified as one. The court is set to determine on Monday whether he should be released on bond. The accused was arrested earlier in the month following a Citizen TV expose in which he was allegedly captured in a video sedating then raping a woman. And on the international front, a visibly angry President Barack Obama has made an impassioned plea for gun control. This follows a shooting at an Oregon college that left 10 dead and 7 wounded. In the close-knit community of Roseburg, large crowds turned out for a candle-lit vigil for the victims of Thursday's killing spree at Umpqua Community College, which ended with the assailant dying during a shootout with police.
We are the only advanced country on earth that sees these kinds of mass shootings every few months. Earlier this year, I answered a question in an interview by saying, the United States of America is the one advanced nation on earth in which we do not have sufficient common sense gun safety laws, even in the face of repeated mass killings. And later that day, there was a mass shooting at a movie theater in Lafayette, Louisiana. That day. Somehow this has become routine.
And in business, Kenya has slipped over 9 places lower in the Global Competitiveness Index. The report states that Kenya's overall global ranking has been negatively impacted by corruption, poor access to finance, tax rates, inadequate supply of infrastructure, and government bureaucracy. According to this year's World Bank report on ease of doing business, Kenya ranks at 136 out of 189 countries. And finally in sports, Deputy President William Ruto has decried the poor management in football in the country. Ruto has urged Kenyans who have the passion, skill and experience in the sport to come forward and take the helm. He spoke during a funds drive for AFC at KICC on Thursday night. And that's your Capital Online TV News. For more on these and other stories, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Capital FM Kenya. I've been your host, Nduma Nderi.